welcome to Go Cry in the Walk-In. Just a bunch of chefs telling a bunch of stories about all the stuff that happens being a pirate in the kitchen. I hope you enjoy, and please make sure you subscribe, share, like, and if you want to check out my Facebook page is Go Cry in the Walk-In, and if you have a story to tell, I'd love to hear it. Reach out to me at either my Facebook page or leave a comment, and I'll get back to you. Hope you enjoy the film. If you don't, go cry in the fucking walk-in. Welcome back to Go Cry in the Walk-In. My name is Marshall, and I'm here to tell my story about the best pranks we've pulled. And a couple of weeks ago, out on Reddit and Facebook, a shout out to the Rude Chefs Facebook page is I've asked for guys to tell me their best pranks that they pulled. And I'm kind of disappointed in the next generation that's coming up behind us, because they're not as sick and they're not as demented as us old timers. There was a lot of stuff about sending somebody wherever for a bacon stretcher or a left-handed smoke shifter. I guess that makes me a little bit more demented than most, because we always did some nasty shit. And when it first started, it was my first job. I was like 15 years old. And one of my buddies, we were both busting suds at this restaurant, and we would put shit in each other's car just to fuck with the other person. And he got me real good one time, and I was driving away, and it's the summer, and the car was hot, and there was a smell in the car, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
My God, what is that smell? Oh. God, no, it smells like a used diaper filled with Indian food.
And I got home and tore my whole car apart. I couldn't find out what that smell was. And so the next day I said, dude, what'd you do to my car? What did you spray in my car? And he said, I didn't spray anything in your car. I was like, what did you spray in my car? And this went on for weeks, and that smell kept permeating from my car, and I could not figure out what it was. I had torn the car out. I washed the carpets. I wiped everything down. That smell was still there. And so finally, after about 2 weeks into it, I figured out what it was. The dude had gone underneath my seat with a toilet puck, like a urinal puck, and put it underneath the springs of my seat. So as it got warm in that car, it just would permeate, and my whole car smelled like a bathroom. To this day, I've probably pulled that stunt about 10 times, and my hat's off to my buddy Jeff for starting that little tradition. The next one is one that I had started with. I didn't come up with this, and I don't think it started in my industry, but it was actually told to me by a pilot. And I started doing it in my kitchens. Is that it was a big hotel that we had, and we had just started drug testing.
There's only one thing we should do at this point. We all have to pee into a cup.
Amen. That is an excellent idea. I couldn't agree more. There's obviously only one reason that none of us remember what happened last night. We were drugged.
So what we would do is I would take a jar of apple juice and I would hide it in the bathroom. And then partway through the shift, I would get everybody together and say, hey, the company was mandating drug tests. So there'd be about 6 guys on a shift, and 4 of the guys knew what was going on. So I would go into the bathroom. I said, everybody has to be here. What we'll do is we'll pee into these souffle cups, and then when you come out, we'll label them, and then we'll send them to HR. So everybody would walk in. The first 4 guys would fill their souffle cup with apple juice and then walk out, and the next guy would walk in. The last 2 guys had no clue what was going on, so they actually pissed in these cups. So after it was over, we'd all be waiting there, and I'd say, yeah, we're waiting for HR to come down to pick these up.
So I'd walk away and then say, hey, we got a phone call and said that HR said that we're not doing it today, that, you know, we got to do it another day. So then one of my guys that were in on it would say, I dare you to drink that piss. So I'd be like, okay, but if I do it, everybody does it. So eventually there'd be some hemming and hawing, but you call somebody out enough and kind of test their masculinity. And so we would go one at a time, boom, 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 down the aisle until the last two guys were actually drinking their own piss. And then you let them in on the story, and that was kind of, usually got pretty good.
My urine is in it.
That was pretty funny. The best one so far is the place that I had worked. He was probably one of the best broiler cooks I'd ever had in my entire life. And this dude, he was probably about 6'5" and about at least 325. And every time we got busy, the kid would say, man, I gotta take a shit. I gotta take a shit. And then he'd be gone for a half an hour. Not only would he be gone for half an hour, but he would smell up the bathroom something horrible. So we got tired of that, of him like in the middle of a rush having to leave to go take a shit, 2, being gone for a half an hour, and then 3, smelling up the fucking employee bathroom. So chef said, we're gonna get him back tonight. So we're halfway through the shift, we're starting to get busy, and this motherfucker goes, I gotta take a shit, I gotta take a shit. So chef had saran wrapped the toilet bowl. So he also took 2 light bulbs out of the bathroom so that it was still kind of dim. Couldn't see the shimmer on the bowl from the saran wrap. And he went in there, and where the bathroom was probably about 30 feet back from where the line was. And about 10 seconds later, you could hear him screaming on the line.
Oh my God. He shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere! Damn it! There's shit on the windows! Oh my God! My house is full of shit! He shit everywhere! Look what he did! He shit all over the wall!
Wanting to know why the shit was going everywhere. Basic physics and saran wrap will tell you that he splashed back a good portion of that. He walked out covered in poop. We all laughed at him. He cleaned up. He went home, came back the next night. He never took a shit in the middle of a shift again. Those are the type of pranks I like. None of this bacon stretcher bullshit. None of this left-handed smoke shifter. If you have a good prank to tell, reach out to me on Facebook or to YouTube. My Go Cry in the Walk-In Facebook page will be posted at the very end. If you like what I'm doing, please subscribe. I'm trying to grow my channel. If you like my story, that's great. If you don't, go cry in the walk-in.
I hope you enjoyed this video, and don't forget my Facebook page is Go Cry in the Walk-In. Please subscribe, please share, please like, and again, if there's anything that you want to tell, let me know. I'll talk to you soon.